Namaskar to the entire Guru Parampara, to the Lord, and to all of you, the Swamins, the Brahmacharins, the Sadhaks, the scholars, the devotees, and everyone. Hari Om and my Namaskar. First of all, my gratitude to Chinmaya International Foundation, CVV, and Show the Sansthan, which has organized this beautiful conference in which the topic which has been given to me is contribution of Swami Chinmayananda and beyond with respect to society. Om Sarva Hita Chintakaya Namaha. Our salutations to Swami Chinmayananda, Gurudev, who thinks of the welfare of everyone. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam is how we start our satsangs also. Someone who is constantly involved or dedicated into the welfare of everyone, and how Niratam Karunamayam, always full of compassion, because that is his very nature. Vasantavat Lokahitam Charanti, says Viveka Chudamani. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji says in the Viveka Chudamani, like the spring season, which brings joy, which brings colorful blooms around, which brings joy into our hearts. Same way, these Santa Mahatmas, our Gurudev, moved in this very earth. Just recently only, moved so beautifully, bringing spiritual comfort to everyone. And did he demand anything in return? Nothing at all. In fact, when one brahmachari had asked him, "What can I do for you, Gurudev?" his reply was, "Next time when you see me, just smile." Okay, that was our Pujya Gurudev. Tirnaha Swayam, himself crossed over. Crossed over what? The ocean of birth and death, the samsara. Himself crossed over. Ahetuna, no reason at all, for no cause at all, nothing in return expected at all. What he did was, he helped all of us to move forward and cross over. In fact, he said, "I shall not enter till I get you also inside." That is our Pujya Gurudev. What did he do? He molded our minds. He gave right thinking, clear thinking for our intellects. And he got a mind which was quiet, alert, and vigilant, which is ready to receive the knowledge, being absorbed in the values and having got the required purity within. A child crying, the child does not know why it is crying. Whether it is hungry, or whether it is feeling sleepy, or whether an insect has bitten it, or whether some stomach upset has happened, the child does not know. But the mother, who is full of love, knows why the child is crying and does what is necessary for the child. All of us, most of us, in fact all of us only, shoka, moha, bhaya, and crying. We do not know what to do, why we are uncomfortable, why we are not at ease, we really do not know. But he who is prema purna, full of love, he knew what is the problem with us, even without us knowing it. He came forward to remove this shoka, moha, and bhaya. Our Pujya Swamiji, Swami Swarupanandji, the global head of the mission, he says, he looked at us. Who? Our Gurudev. He looked at us, and he is still looking at us. And a mere look, you get confidence. A mere look at us, and you feel love. A mere look, you feel accepted. A mere look, you know what you are not supposed to do. A mere look. He looked at us as if we were completely transparent, and he knows what we needed, and he gave his all to us. Whether we wanted material prosperity or spiritual unfoldment. From material prosperity, God, to spiritual unfoldment, our Gurudev was there for us. From the womb to the tomb, our Gurudev was there for us, starting from Shishu Vihar to Chinmaya Vanaprastha Sansthan. So our Gurudev was there always, and he provided his all to us. Guruji says, "Blessed are those who have grown in devotion to Pujya Gurudev." Samskritehe vikshya hanim cha. That is when Gurudev saw that the country which is called the golden sparrow, the Samskriti is coming down. Golden sparrow is looking old sparrow, weak, does not know what to do. And it is our Gurudev who picked us up. His vision was very clear. And Guruji says, vision, there is vision, but there is no action, then it is imagination. Action, but no vision, it results in division. Vision plus action results in transformation. Knowing that mere vision is not going to help, Gurudev jumped inside and got into action completely. Kurvan eva iha karmani jijivishet shatagam samaha. Looking at all of us as Lord. In fact, his own self, he started jumping in. And with this vision and action coming together, there was transformation in each and every one of us. He roared. Individual transformation alone results in transformation of nation, and he moved forward. Prema Purnam, full of love, an embodiment of love. Kriya Sheelam, Kripalum, and love knows only to give. He gave and he gave and he gave. In love, you give completely, and that was our Gurudev. Swayam Kurvan, Karayamshcha. Not only he did, he also encouraged everyone to start working for the society. And when we say we start working for the society, we are actually working for ourselves only, our own spiritual unfoldment, whether we know or we do not know. He worked, he made others work, he inspired others work, so much so that he got each one's individual latent potential come into manifestation. Outside, he was all dynamic, and within also, how was he? He was always established in the peace and bliss within. And he showed us that yes, we can be very dynamic in the world, but still enjoy the bliss within. He showed us as a living example. Like how a loving mother who wants to feed the child shows something else, distracts the child to look at something else, normally the moon, and then says, there is Chanda Mama, uncle, Mama, Mama. And when the child says, there is Mama, Chanda Mama, and opens the mouth, the mother pushes the food, which the child does not like many times, inside the mouth. Same way, sometimes we may not like Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, all those capsules, but here was Gurudev, slowly and steadily putting those capsules into our mouth by taking our mind to something which we admire, showing us that and putting those capsules inside. How was he able to do? Only what I have, what I experience, I can offer. Here is Gurudev, in whom there is a beautiful sangamam. In fact, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, all the paths that we may speak of found their fulfillment in Gurudev. And being established in that knowledge, he gave these paths to us to carry forward and move on. In fact, all started with a Jnana Yajna in 1961. Gurudev says, the Yajna Shala is my puja room, and the audience is my Ishvara, whom I worship for 1.5 hours. Those of us who listen to this will be able to identify with something which Guruji also says. Chinmaya Vidyalaya is my temple. Now I'm not going to continue that. Okay, so same, we will be able to look how the masters are thinking the same way and speaking the same sentence. This master conducted 576 Jnana Yajnas, and he left masterpieces with us, and these pieces are continuing these Yajnas to make them thousands and thousands. What did he do? When did he do? Thousands of words, I may say, but one picture will be able to communicate thousands and thousands of words together. A short compilation of what Gurudev did. Very small compilation, much more which cannot be covered. But there's a small compilation from CCMT, a picture offering, which I would like the media team to show. 1951, it all started with the Jnana Yajna, and with it started the scheme of package, print and publish. In 1950s, one of the earliest books of Kathopanishad, which I had a chance to see, in which Gurudev has been appreciated or blessed by Pujya Swami Shivanandji with words to the effect that never in the history of mankind has this been seen ever before, where the talks are made the same day transcription, same day sent for printing, and the books come out being published. So this was something very, very beautiful. And today we have so many journals of the mission, Bala Vihar, Chinmaya Udghosh, Tapovan Prasad, having global reach, and also so many journals from various centers of the mission. The vision of the mission, in Pujya Gurudev's words, to provide individuals from any background. Not a single word can be left out. Each word is important. To provide individuals from any background the wisdom of Vedanta and the practical means for their spiritual growth and happiness, enabling them to be positive contributors to the society. The motto of the mission: to give maximum happiness to maximum people for maximum time. And this is possible only when, in and through all the activities of the mission, the central theme or the center core is to know one's own true nature of self. Samskara Pradhana Gurudev had started Bala Vihars, and we have Shishu Vihars also, where samskara is given importance. Gurudev said, catch them young. We many times wonder how to send children to Bala Vihars, but Gurudev said, catch them young, not lead them, take them, etc. Catch them. Gurudev said that Bala Vihars are the man-making scheme for the world. In fact, he encouraged children like anything. I was witness to so many things, but one instance alone I would share. It's a temple called Harihara temple in Chinmaya Nagar area, where Kumbhabhishekam was happening, and there was a small little girl called Brinda who sang a beautiful song which we had not heard before, and that was our famous Bho Shambho. This song she had sung. And the moment she completed that song, in those days it was not heard before, she completed that song, and just then someone had put a Navaratna Mala for Gurudev. He removed it and gifted it to that child. Just imagine how he was encouraging children. I remember in once in Leela Nambiyar Amma's house, there was Deepa Nambiyar and myself and my sister sitting, and Gurudev suddenly said, sing. And Deepa Nambiyar sang a song. And then he looked, sing. We knew only 2-3 songs. Okay, we sang. Then he looked here, sing. Another song. Sing. Another song. Are, we will go out of songs soon. But then what happened was, it put us into learning singing with much more vigor, into learning chanting with much more vigor, because here is someone who we just wanted to please Gurudev. That's all, nothing else. And we thought that small efforts like that would please him. Encouraging children. Samskara Pradhana, and then Shastra Chintana Pradhana. For that, having that as the focus, Shastra Chintana, Gurudev started study group, Devi group, and we also have Setukari. Swadhyaya Pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam, says our Taitreya Upanishad. And here is Gurudev. He understood that mere listening is not going to bring out sweetness from within the personality. Milk and coffee decoction and sugar put in, but sweetness is not there. You have not stirred the sugar. And that stirring happens with right assimilation by doing manana, and he gave opportunities for that through all such forums. We also had Vichara Pradhana. Vichara happening through CHIC and Youth Empowerment Program. Gurudev gave the motto, harnessing youth potential through dynamic spirituality. Small things that we come up, Gurudev made it a big project and we could see for ourselves how much is made possible with his grace. Jnana Pradhana. We had Sandipani Sadhanalaya, of course started in English, but slowly into Hindi and into many regional languages also. There are so many home study courses offered through CIF. So many courses. In the comfort of our home, we can listen to this knowledge. Gurudev said, what we need is more spiritual teachers. And at the end of a camp retreats, Gurudev would ask us, there would be a lamp which we have to light from near Gurudev, and take that lamp and put it on the world map. India is very prominent there. So we have to put that lamp in the place from where we are coming. And those who have come from from overseas will put it in the ocean space. This is to say that this light of knowledge that we have understood, even a little bit of it, I will share with others. Gurudev wanted teachers. He said, you attend a class and you take a class. That's Gurudev's instruction. The Chinmaya education movement, about which we saw in the morning, with the so many Chinmaya Vidyalayas, the Chinmaya International Residential School, the many colleges, and this beautiful space, Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, all of them, Gurudev and Gurudev's work of inspiration and service. Saints are softer than butter. Yes, they are softer than butter because butter melts only when heat is applied to it. Here, our master, he looked at someone suffering and he would not stop. He would jump inside. It is the year 1989 and the place is Thamarai Pakam, where Sarveshwara Dhyana Nilayam Kumbhabhishekam was being done. Gurudev had come and there was a big human chain formed so that Gurudev could go easily inside. And none of us saw a young lady with a small little baby just born maybe in her hand and an eye to see Gurudev. None of us saw. But Gurudev's eyes does not miss anything. He called her, and the person whom he calls, they know that Gurudev is calling her. The chain opened and the lady walked in with that small baby, put the baby on the floor and said, in Tamil only, you have to take care. I don't know how you will save this baby. Gurudev took the baby in the hand and with his walking stick, right there he said, I want a health care center here. And with so much of force that Krishnamurti Tata, we normally call him, Krishnamurti ji was there and he said, how is it possible, Swamiji? Just now we have collected funds for this big temple. Who will give us funds? And how much would be needed? Krishnamurti Tata said, I think 3 lakh or something. And the same evening, someone came inside in a wheelchair and gave a check of 3 lakh and they said that I want a health facility to be provided for the villagers here. There were no doctors around in so many villages around the area, and our Gurudev started that Anand's Free Medicare Center. So many primary rural healthcare centers were made. In fact, in the area where I resided also, there was a healthcare center which was there just behind the temple. Jagata Ishadhi Yukta Sevanam is what Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi says. Look at the world and see the Lord and do the service to the Lord. This is what Gurudev said. Service to the country is the service to the Lord of Lords, and devotion to the people is the devotion to the Supreme Self. This is from our Chinmaya Mission pledge. Devotion to people is devotion to Supreme Self. 1968, Chinmaya Mission Hospital in Bangalore. 1970, inpatient services was opened in that hospital. And do you know who was the first patient to be taken into that inpatient unit? It was our own Gurudev. And people said, why Gurudev into this new hospital? He said, no, this hospital only. And Gurudev was the first inpatient there. In 1985, the Chinmaya Institute of Nursing was started in Bangalore, and in 2009, that Institute of Nursing transformed into the College of Nursing. Now, Chinmaya Mission, Jirna Mandiro Dharakaya Namaha. For us to have faith, for us to hold on to something, we needed temples, and Gurudev, under his umbrella, 80 plus temples are there and 35 plus ashrams for us to go and spiritually enrich ourselves are there, and many more temples were renovated. In 1988, Harihara Vidyalaya was started in Chinmaya Gardens. Today we have Vidya Kosha program there, and in 1990 in Thamarai Pakam Harihara Vidyalaya was started, and recently in Tripura a Harihara Vidyalaya was started. It is a school with a vision to offer holistic education completely free of cost to the underprivileged people, to the economically weaker sections of the society, the children in the villages. Gurudev had written to Atma Chaitanya ji that along with the education, maybe up to 10th grade or something, then children must be given vocational training also. Maybe farming, carpentry, plumbing, depending on the place that they are coming with, depending on what facilities they have in that place, and that is also being ensured through God's support in those areas. Cultural programs Gurudev used to have at night in the camps, and he sang, we also sang, he danced, we also danced. In fact, when devotees sing and dance, Gurudev is amidst us, God is amidst us. And the Chinmaya Swaranjali was started with Geetam, Vadyam, Nrityam, leading to Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. Chinmaya Nadabindu, a university for dance and music, was started with Swara to Ishvara, Nartan to Paramatman. In Siddhabari, what to offer to the women who have served so much, the Siddhas, the saints there. 1982, a small free dispensary transformed itself in 1985 to Chinmaya Rural Primary Healthcare and Training Center, and in 2003 to CORD. Parasparam bhavayantaha shreyaha param avapsyata. We serve, and in fact, the serving person gains more, and the served people also benefit. And we who serve gains the more because service results. When I do it as seva to Lord, results in chitta shodakam, purity of mind, resulting in mukti sadakam, way to liberation. A beautiful field to serve the Lord has come to you, says Gurudev in one of his letters to a brahmachari. See that deep within you are in contact with the silent, actionless center. You serve as your worship of the manifest Lord around you. When surrender is honest and full, His grace shall flood your life and bless your work with unenduring success. Show others the peace within you, unruffled under all conditions, smiling at everything. Serve Him alone. Don't let your focus or attention to the world or to the petty behavior of others. Keep on and on working. All sorrows and troubles are His treatments to make us better. God gave to the rural poor. Not only God, all programs of the society gave not just to rural poor, but to us also, to everyone. Vidya, a key to participation, employment and enterprise. It gave mukti to the rural people, freedom from poverty, ill health, disability, illiteracy, social injustice. It gave empowerment. Teaching to fish was done, not giving fish was not encouraged. It gave siddhi. There are many stories of success. There is a Mananam series book on called Seva, which we can go through. It gave Atmanirbharata, self-reliance. It gave Samskriti, strengthening roots. Gurudev gave us a path to right thinking, and right thinking resulted in right understanding, resulting in right action. We look at the pledge, it says, we stand, we serve, we live, we seek, we believe. All of them are in present tense, which means in present. Every time is present. Present only is true, right? This is ever relevant. Gurudev's contribution to society is ever relevant. Pujya Swamiji says, minus your I-ness and reach His highness. Whatever our interest, whichever field it may be, even adventuring, Gurudev has given a field for us. Whatever may be our interest, through Chinmaya mission, whether it is karma, bhakti, yoga, adventure, whatever, Gurudev has given a field so that we can minus our I-ness and reach His highness. May Shri Gurudev's grace and blessings flow through us to the world around us. Thank you and Hari Om. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Hari Om and Namaskar.